Sometimes we feel stuck in our routines because we say, this is just how life is. Hashtag adulting. Someone even used the word Sunday scaries to describe that feeling of angst that we might have at the end of the weekend. But what if it didn't have to be that way? What if you could actually design your life so that you didn't have to experience a feeling of dread when you were about to start the week? Hi, my name is Kalima Fergus Ayele, and I'm the CEO and founder of Round Trip Ticket Home. Round Trip Ticket Home uses design thinking skills to support schools and school leadership teams with designing school culture for belonging. Why design thinking? Design thinking is a human-centered approach to problem solving. Most corporations use design thinking when designing a product for the end user. They really want to focus on the needs and the wants of the end user. We are the end user of our life. So if we use design thinking on our own lives, we can design a life that benefits us. The goal for today is to move to the second stage of design thinking. The design thinking approach that we use has 3 stages. In the previous video, we talked about stage 1, empathize and define. You were told to take an honest look at some of the emotions that are coming up for you and to also think about the values that are important and how those emotions are communicating to you about those values. You were also asked to choose one domain of your life to focus on for the purpose of this exercise. It could either be your personal health or your relationships or your work. Choosing one of those 3 domains allows you to focus at this point in time on one area of life. You might have challenges in more than one area, but it's easier to just start with one. In stage 2, we move on to ideate and imagine. This stage is where we allow for radical imagination. You may be able to come up with some really wild ideas, but don't hold back. This is really your opportunity to dream big. I want to give you some tools for ideating and dreaming. One of those tools we're going to use, we'll call it freedom dreaming. I want you to find a poem that you really enjoy that makes you feel free. For the purpose of this exercise, I would choose something similar to Langston Hughes' I Dream a World. I Dream a World by Langston Hughes. I dream a world where man no other man will scorn, where love will bless the earth and peace its path adorn. I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way, where greed no longer saps the soul, nor avarice blights our day. I dream a world where black or white, whatever race you be, will share the bounties of the earth, and every man is free, where wretchedness will hang its head and joy like a pearl attends the needs of all mankind. Of such I dream my world. In your exercise, you're going to take a line from that poem and use it as inspiration. So perhaps changing the words from I dream a world to I dream a life. I dream a life where, and then you finish the sentence. Here's the challenge. I want you to brainstorm 50 ways to change your life. Yes, I said 50. Why 50? Because the first 10 are obvious. The next 10 will be easy. But ideas 31 through 50, that's where radical innovation lives. So you can think small. Think about changing what time you have your morning coffee or tea. You can think a little bigger. Think about changing your meetings so that you don't have any meetings scheduled for Monday. Then you can think of a new system. For example, why not have an automated email response that tells someone that you will take 24 hours to respond to their message? Go back to those 3 domains, either your personal health, your relationships, or your work. What do those 50 ideas look like? Again, I'm not telling you to walk away from your job, buy a ticket around the world and travel, although that's not a horrible idea. But I am telling you to think outside the box. This radical ideation is what allows you to enter the metamorphosis in the hero's journey. It's the moment where you get to choose a path that isn't walked by anyone else, just you. But you don't have to walk this journey alone. So if you want some companionship, Join my community. You can subscribe to my Substack. You can subscribe to this channel. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. You will find all those links in the description. I look forward to seeing you around the virtual campfire. Bye.